fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at the Morphed April O'Neil and Morphed Michelangelo 2-pack from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection crossover with the TMNT from Hasbro. So again, the artwork on this box is absolutely fantastic. We have Morphed Michelangelo here starting on the front, wrapping around to the side, and then we have Morphed April over on this side. The figures look absolutely fantastic, a lot of great accessories as well. Not really too much going on up top here, just the Power Rangers Lightning Collection and Ninja Turtle logos. Nothing really going on the bottom. Spin around to the back, we have some great product shots here. The other packs and the other figures in this line and this crossover have been absolutely fantastic, so I'm expecting no less from these two. I'm going to go ahead, get them out of the box here, and we'll take a closer look. So here are the two figures out of the packaging. They both look fantastic. We'll start over here with April. I mean, this is basically the MMPR pink figure that you already have, but now she does not have a skirt, but it still looks pretty cool. If for some reason you don't have an MMPR pink yet, you could kind of have this double as MMPR pink in your collection, again, if you don't mind the fact that there's no skirt. But the helmet looks really nice, really nicely painted there. She does come with a civilian head for April. I'm going to go ahead and pop this off. You can see the ball joint and the hinge there. Let's go ahead and bring in April's head sculpt. I think it looks pretty good. Not too bad there. Nicely painted. The eyes seem to match up appropriately. Let's go ahead and pop this on. I always mention the eyes being in the right spot because I've seen so many people where they get their figure and the, eyes are on their cheeks or something like that, which is quite a bummer. But yeah, that looks good. I think that's pretty cool. She's got pretty much typical articulation for a Lightning Collection figure. She's got a hinge here in the arm. Got the butterfly joint, though it's fairly limited. I think this can go back. There we go. Okay. It wasn't limited. It just wasn't rocking back. I had to kind of like unlock it. But so that moves back pretty far. Got the rotation in the hinge. She does have single jointed elbows there, but you have a swivel as well. You have the hinge and the rotation in the wrist. You have that kind of ball joint there in the torso. You have the ab crunch. The morpher is painted pretty nicely. You can kind of see the pterodactyl molded in there. I think that came out pretty good. She's got the holster here on the side, and of course she does come with a blade blaster, which has some white paint on there. It's a little messed up, but overall not too bad. Only comes in the gun mode, but you can go ahead and pop that there into the holster. Then you have the typical kick forward, kick out to the side, thigh swivel there, double jointed knees, boot swivel. I do think the boots look a little gigantic on her. The female body does kind of have ridiculously giant boots there. But you have the side-to-side rock on the ankle as well as the hinge, which is a little tight, but you can get that moving there. So yeah, all in all, I think she looks good. I'm going to leave the April head on her for the rest of this. Put that off to the side. She comes with the bow, which I believe is the exact same one from the normal MMPR pink release. She's got a normal arrow, so you can look like she has it notched. And then she has the kind of firing effect piece arrow as well. So she's got a lot of accessories there. But it wouldn't be April if she didn't have a camera and a microphone. She is a reporter after all. Really nicely molded camera here. I think the lens is painted nicely. I kind of wish there was a way like for her to hold it in her hand, because like she can hold it, but it's kind of awkward to make it look like she's filming. So I guess you could have someone else hold it. Or you could try to... I don't think she has enough. You need the double jointed elbows if you were going to have her kind of hold it. Well, maybe I could use the hinge of the hand. Almost. Almost. Yeah, I think you'd have to get Mikey to hold this for her. But she can absolutely use the microphone so she can report while someone else films. I think that's really cool. It's such a fun little accessory. Definitely did not need to be included, but I'm so glad they did. I think that's fantastic. And of course she does come with an extra set of hands. She's got a closed fist and like a karate chop hand. So she has a bunch of accessories. Really nice amount of accessories. I really love the camera. I wish you could hold it a little bit better. But like I said, you might have to get somebody else to hold it for her. But I'm sure one of your other figures could go ahead and hold that. Next up, we have Morphed Mikey. He is sporting the saber-toothed tiger power coin, since it is the closest thing to orange, which is his typical color. But yeah, looks good. I think the morpher came out pretty good there. You can see the saber-toothed tiger molded in. I think they did a nice job with like the sections on the side that the morpher plugs into. Those are nicely painted and detailed. So all in all, really good. A lot of nice metallic gold here. For the front of the shell, you have the bands here on the arms. That helmet looks phenomenal. Really nicely done. You have that red paint there for the eyes and the visor. I think that's really cool, kind of making the visor into a ninja mask. But you still have the silver there for the saber-toothed tiger teeth. Very, very cool. He does have, you know, just 2 toes and 3 fingers. I think they did a nice job there. Just all in all, these have really been absolutely fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and pop the helmet off so that we can pop on our Mikey head, because you absolutely know Mikey is having a ball with this, so they gave him the best expression. He is just super jazzed to be a Power Ranger. Very, very excited. I will say that the head for Mikey looks a little too small. It's not something I really felt with the other figures, but I feel like that's a little too tiny. I don't know. I just feel like it's a little small. I feel like that should be a little bit bigger, especially in comparison. Well, I mean, I guess if you think that the helmet goes on top of the head, but I feel like the head should be a little bigger. But I love the sculpt. I think they did a great job with the expression. That looks really, really cool. He's got all your typical articulation. He's got the butterfly joint, the hinge and the rotation at the shoulder, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, rotation and hinge in the wrist. I will say in the torso, though, I think he does have the ball joint there, and he's got the ab crunch, but they're very hard to utilize because of the shell. So they're kind of in there, and you can kind of see some movement, but I don't really try to take advantage of them just because I'm afraid the shell's going to come off in some way. And I already feel like this belt doesn't peg in anywhere on the front, which is kind of a bummer, but it's pretty secure on the back. So I kind of just leave that alone. But then he's got your typical ball joint. You kick really far out to the side, which makes sense. I mean, for ninjas, you want them to be able to kick. That works really well. You got the thigh swivel there. You got double jointed knees. You got the boot swivel. And then you got the hinge and the rocker in the ankle. So really, really cool. I think he looks phenomenal. Like I said, just kind of wish that turtle head was just a little bigger. Just a little. Looks a little small to me. He does have some really cool accessories. So he comes with a set of closed fists. And then he's got some, open hands here. I feel like this is specifically so you can kind of do that iconic pose of like him holding the one nunchuck, which I'll recreate for you in a moment. He does come with 2 dagger nunchucks. Very nicely molded and painted. And you can see here that they actually can peg together. So you can peg them together like so, which is a little difficult sometimes, but there we go. And that is so that you can pop them through. Now, I think it's easier to feed them in through the bottom. That's just me, but you can pop these in here so that he can have them holstered like so. I kind of wish these were on the back, because Mikey always had his nunchucks on the back. But I do appreciate the fact that you can store one there. And then if we put the other one... I do like... He does come with an effect piece as well, which I think works really well. And actually what it does is you slide this in, and you can almost hear it click into place. And that's cool. So that way while he's, doing the nunchucks and it looks like they're flying through the air, they're kind of leaving a trail. I think that works really well. I like that a lot. And I like the fact that it clicks in and you can tell it was made specifically for these. And it really works. It looks good. Nice purple color. Very bright. Very vibrant there. And it attaches very well. I love that. But I want to get these in his hands here. So I can put this one here. And then kind of put the other one like he's got it. Yeah, I guess he'd have to be careful when recreating this pose because he doesn't want to accidentally cut his armpit. Because these are daggers now. And then if I take this hand off, and then I pop this hand on, and then the head... See, maybe I didn't have the head on all the way, because that popped right off. I feel like usually you can hear these click. I don't know, that one doesn't... that's a little better. Yeah, maybe that even looks a little better now that I actually have it on all the way. But yeah, so if we do this, swivel this around... kind of get him in this pose and then try to get this to actually stay. And then we can do... This is kind of the pose I always like to put Michelangelo in, where he's just done some impressive nunchuck abilities, and then he just kind of catches it under the armpit there, and then he's got the hand out. Most of my Michelangelo figures are posed like this, but I love this pose. I just think that's really cool. That works really well. I like it a lot. I think the dagger nunchucks are great. I love that you can put them on the holster on the belt. I think the effect piece works really well. I love that it clicks on. I like the extra set of hands that we get. Of course, the helmet looks absolutely fantastic. The April figure looks great. I love that she comes with the camera and the microphone. So suits her character. This is a really great set, honestly. I don't really have anything to complain about with this one. Like I said, I wish she could hold the camera a little better on her own. And it's possible she can, and I'm just not great at posing it. But I just feel like the hand is having a hard time gripping that, and she really would need the double jointed elbow to really get it up on her shoulder and hold it. And unfortunately, she just doesn't have that, because I believe they just used the regular MMPR pink mold for April here. I don't think they changed it in any way. Obviously, these were completely new molds for the turtles, so they were able to do what they needed to do. But I'm pretty sure this is mostly a reuse. But still looks cool. I like seeing April as the Pink Ranger. I think the head sculpt looks good. It's a really fun set. I don't know what to say. There's really nothing to complain about here with these. They're great. Honestly, they did a great job with these. All of the sets have been great. The other two turtle packs, the Shredder pack, really, really phenomenal. And these have been around for a while, so probably on sale. So definitely try to grab them for as cheap as you can, but definitely add them to your collection, because the PR TMNT crossover figures have been some of the best that Hasbro's done for the entire line, in my opinion, and I absolutely love them. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, thanks so much for watching.